I just fucking noticed those breathing in the background. I didn't have my headphones on. Yeah. This is basically a better version of zombies, so it says resume story because I was just like playing the area a little bit, and then my thing froze when I was trying to make a live stream. Then I had to turn on my fucking PlayStation, and then I went back here. Let's fucking go. Resume el story mode.
I am Dolos, mistress of deception.
All that remains is your
You
sacrifice.
are more powerful than he.
Humanity has outstayed its welcome. The dead shall inherit the earth. Listen to the sound of my voice. Can you hear me?
Who's there?
No.
I can't see you.
My name is Dr. Salim. We've met before.
Dr. Salim, where am I?
You have fallen between the...
I don't give a fuck. I don't care where I've fallen. Nah.
What was so special about this operation?
It was supposed to be by the books. 5 years after our cybernetic augmentations, Hendricks and I were quarantine sweeps, recon, search and rescue. It's just what dead killers do. But we'd never been sent after one of our own before. John Taylor's systems had gone quiet. With our direct neural interface, we're hardwired into Winslow Accord servers.
What the fuck?
Observation knew if you were dead or alive. For Taylor to be neither, that was unusual.
Huh?
What was so special about this operation?
It was supposed to be by the books. 5 years after our cybernetic augmentations, Hendricks and I were a well-oiled machine. Quarantine sweeps, recon, search and rescue.
Better.
It's just what dead killers do. But we'd never been sent after one of our own before. John Taylor's systems had gone quiet. With our direct neural interface, we're hardwired into Winslow Accord servers. Observation knew if you were dead or alive. For Taylor to be neither, that was unusual. We located an EMF source and uploaded it to Central. It was a 54 immortal audio log, detailing unusual activity coming from the server room at the lowest level of the building. It couldn't have been more than a week old. Probably why Taylor's team had been sent to investigate. Hendricks activated a recon drone to scan for life. We picked up a signal coming from far below. As we stood there in the atrium, I felt like Alice. And we were about to jump down the rabbit hole.
Because fuck society. Nah. I guess you hear me, hello. Comes down and it's now it comes up to get Nintendo VIP. What I oh. Come on, bro. What are you so You're living today. It's freaking scary. Nah.
Our drone picked up activity ahead. We should have known we weren't alone down here.
That's nice. I thought this was shotgun. This is a much better version of zombies. Okay. Therapy so like it ends. How's that? Therapy is like the whole entire like story shit. And then I go back to Call of Duty for Zombies? Or should I just stick it to forever? Headshot. Nope, headshots don't kill. Headshots not kill. Forward! Sorry for that. I am a dumbass and do not know how to stream. Alright, let's go. Bro, that shit's scaring me. Oh, that's deep. Run, bitch, run! Oh, dropping that.
When man fled the virus, they left behind thousands of active robots. Machinery abandoned with one directive: kill the dead. Years later, they're still killing. But with decrepit programming, somehow humans had been added to their kill list, indistinguishable from our brainless counterparts. The strange behavior was observed in multiple quarantine zones. Another nuisance for us to deal with while on recon. We moved on.
Bro, this shit's scaring me. Like, bruh, it's literally just me replaying the whole entire fucking
We reached the silo's floor, but the signal came from lower still. Below Coalescence.
Below us? That does not sound good. Behind you, stupid. Ah, shit. I cut my pants. Yeah, that's kind of retarded right now. Yeah. Wait, is that going on that? What? Bam! Yes, it's our bird. Thank you. I don't want that. What do I want? I don't know. Let's look at this first. This is not for real. But yeah. I want to say go. We done there? Okay.
Did you have any inkling of what waited for you?
No.
Fuck's sake.
In hindsight, we should have put it together. But the fact of the matter, that day was supposed to be like any other.
Brett, push me. Whew. Ow. Oh shit. It's on blood, I forgot. There's armors. Bam. He's right there, isn't he? What is that? Okay, come with us. I'm leaving. I'll come back.
What did you find below Coalescence?
A CIA black project.
No.
Project Corvus. Unknown to the world,
Hello.
and unknown to most people in the know. As off the record as it got. A redacted footnote in Langley's history book. Part of me wishes we just turned back.
Why?
It would have been easier. For me. For Hendricks. For the world.
Is it
Don't tell me
such a
Hendricks
bad
gets
thing?
Bitten.
To want to
Please, don't
be
tell me he gets
blissfully
bitten, bro.
ignorant in the face of daunting adversity?
Yeah. I wanted to kill him in the fucking campaign, but I don't
We
want
didn't
him to
have a
die in
choice.
Here, bro. I need teammates.
Those who find fate thrust upon them rarely do.
Should have done the all there. Should be everywhere. I'm playing this. I just remember oh, that bad, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck this chicken shit. Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, no. I don't like this fucking dumbass. I'm kidding. Reverse view. Oh my god, I'm going to die by a fucking zombie. I don't get hurt. God damn. Walking Dead shit. Double kill. Fuck this shit. And the faster we go, the faster we go, the faster we can get over this. I don't care. I do not care what's in there. I don't care what collectibles there are. I just want to leave.
The human testing lab. What awaited you there?
We found the truth.
Brown bald.
The cause of the disaster.
You are certain of this?
We didn't have the full picture. Not yet. But this was the source. We knew Coalescence was where the virus originated, but residue of 6115 in the air left no doubt. This was where it all began. When the disaster happened, hundreds of thousands died instantly. And they were the lucky ones. Because when the rest of Singapore inhaled 6115, they changed. From the living into the living dead. These test subjects, they were linked together, connected with a direct neural interface. Their minds hardwired into the central server. Hendricks didn't like what he saw. You knew something was wrong. The same tech in our own heads, made us what we were, it was down here in this room. We didn't know what happened, but the data didn't lie. Man did what man always does, playing God and fucking everything up. We, the CIA, man, we created these things. We changed the world.
How do you mean, change the world?
The Winslow Accord and the Common Defense Pact. We'd been engaged in a Cold War for nearly a decade. 6115 changed that. When the dead walked among us, we set aside our differences. For all of your conflicts, you and your enemy had two things in common. You're both human, and you both want to stay that way.
Was this the source of the signal?
No, but it looked like Taylor had come through. Our answers were still further down.
Okay, I am scared. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I love you. I just thought that was an elevator. I know I'm tripping out right now, even though I played this shit. Fuck. What's he telling me? Bruh. So what do you need my help? You have a fucking... Hi. I'm gonna get fucked right now. Bro. Do that. No, I'm fucking scared of zombies. Yes, I am too little. What the fuck? Okay, I thought everything's being replaced with zombies now. That's fucking nice. Nigga, help me. Oh no,
When you found the server room, did you have any idea what you would uncover?
We couldn't have known. What we found was... We found Sebastian Diaz. One of Taylor's. Another dead killer. Our friend. He'd linked himself to the CIA server, connected directly with the Winslow Accord systems. He was deactivating defenses for the undead quarantine zones all over the world. The massive walls containing the spread, keeping us from the undead. Deactivating the defenses would let the flesh-eating hordes loose upon the living. It would end humanity. We had to stop him. The only
Why'd
way
I
to
move?
stop him
That was
now
scary.
was by destroying the server.
I will literally kill every single zombie in this goddamn room. Don't fucking do that shit. Sir! Behind me. Oh yeah, that's the top, man. Young dog, what are you doing? Fuck is that done? Oh yeah. It's been so long since no more cleaning up. It's been a nightmare. I don't have to start bleaching myself in battle. I damn, it is the word. Human beings are allowed to write. Stop marrying. They're very asking for it. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. One of them hits me, I freak out, and then I just get murdered. I gotta think this damn thing. That's kind of fucking good. He's like, yeah, this place looks good. I need that one. Oh, fucking iron. This is my death. This is where I die. This is where I die! What is that? Freaking... I don't know. Back up. I just want nearly... So much crap. Hi! Just spawned with just it, you're dead. Oh yeah, look at that. You're running at me? Oh yeah, you're dead too. What? Suicide bombers! Exploding fucking bombers. Oh my. Sorry, if I had a weapon or like a picture, I would just in my hand. Take it. I'm bad. Where were you?
You killed him. Your friend.
He left us no choice. Hendricks wasn't happy and let Diaz know that. He'd unleashed the dead upon the world. Hendricks knew what he had to do.
You needed to find out what he knew. What he knew about Taylor.
Interfacing with Diaz and accessing his memories was the only way to find him.
Knowing what you know about BNI, interfacing would surely kill him.
That didn't matter. We had to know. Had I known what it would do to Hendricks. From the interface, Hendricks learned Taylor was trying to get out of Singapore.
Alright, so when this video gets to, I'm in 4 more minutes, like, fucking 1 second, like, 4 minutes to go, and I'm in second stream, 30 minutes, I'm tired, it's nighttime, I just want to sleep, bro, I want freaking, I don't know how long I want.
There wouldn't be much time before we'd be too late.
Tell me about the name.
Oh shit. I fucked up. Help me! Konnichiwa! What are you doing? What are you doing? I can get that. What did I do? I'll think of help. I don't know if this one's here. What can I choose? Please, let me choose. Oh no, I have to. Fuck. Yep.
We needed to get out of there before the whole building collapsed. Hendricks had an idea. Flood the lab and let the water pressure jettison us out. Our lungs could take it. He just needed time to open the door.
Water pressure. Ow. Mental. Why did I hear an RPG? Yes, I heard an RPG. Let me guess, Immortals. Again.
And what happened then?
We got through. We survived. Taylor's team was making their way out of Singapore. But we weren't giving up that easy. We still had a chance to catch up before the quarantine zone collapsed entirely. We couldn't make sense of what they'd done. Their motivations, their actions. There was no way to explain it. At least not yet. To figure that out, we needed them. And we also needed to get the hell out of Singapore. That was the day everything changed. That was the beginning.
Just remember, I had to go through... I believe it was like...
All right, Salim. I told you how this began. Now tell me why. How do I stop Deimos if I'm dead?
Your body is dead, but your mind remains alive. I'm connected through your direct neural interface in your subconscious.
Goddamn pervert.
To save humanity, you must open the portal. With your body gone, the only way to do this is to train your mind.
Train my mind?
Relive the events preceding.
But I need a new chair. My chair literally doesn't have a backrest. I'm using a wall. Not like.
Think back to 2065.
Ow!
You're on a train in Switzerland.
I'm heading toward downtown Zurich.
On Taylor?
That's him. Commander John Taylor. The first dead killer. The definition of determination. I was a rookie then. Fresh blood. There weren't many of us. There were more rumors about our division than actual recruits. They said we were engineered to be a...
So there were more veterans than the well, the rest.
The raid. There was a Catardist terrorist collective. They were planning something big. But they knew we were coming.
Stop. Don't rush through. Let us start with who was with you. You were not alone, after all.
Taylor. He told me they'd received a tip about the Catardists. These undead sympathizers had sprung up around the globe in the years following the outbreak. They believed the undead were the next step in human evolution. To become undead was to live. The dead should inherit the earth. Crazy, right?
Was it only Taylor? Was there anyone else?
Sebastian Diaz.
The man we saw at Coalescence, who would disable the undead defenses.
And back then, he was Taylor's second in command. He would take point on the raid. Hostile encounters were expected with the undead. But that didn't seem to bother him. They were so relaxed. The dead threatened Zurich. They were fearless. Didn't take away our own fears. If I was gonna learn my shit, it would be on the job. This mission was my training. For him, it was just another day in the life. Business as usual. And business was booming.
Kobe.
What are these drops I keep seeing? I saw them in Coalescence too.
It is your mind trying to help you through your memories. Weapons, abilities, powers. Use them or don't, but they may offer you a temporary advantage. Where did Diaz take you next?
We still have to get to the factory entrance.
There we go. I like it. I don't like it when it's tap. I don't like it when Virgin. Version of rough. There you go. Wooga. Oh, I messed up. You look like a run. Wooga. Good. Go away from him to rock on the rock. Die up! How are you?
The entrance was locked. We had to destroy a generator to get it open. That was around the corner, with more dead standing in our way. I had an arsenal in front of me, but Diaz made it clear. He told me to run point on the ground. He was curious to see me think on my feet.
In a way, he was acting as your training.
Diaz wanted me to earn the name Dead Killer. And there's really only one way you can do that. I had support that day, but when you're out there in the real world, you're on your own. No backup, no reinforcements. Just you and the undead. I'd show him I was worthy of the name.
I like how I said I was going to stop at 30, even look at the time. 39 motherfucking minutes. No! Give me back my other gun, please. I don't care. I said I physically do not care. Alright, never mind. I wanted that. I wanted that. Never mind. Back up, apparently. 911 is about to blow up.
The Cotardis base of operations was just ahead. Once we were inside, we'd be able to figure out what they were planning.
You know, guys, you're not fuck. Fishing. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah. He doesn't even look like all the money. Young boy, young boy. Let's go.
Dr. Salim, what's happening? I can't...
Stay with me. Come back to my voice.
I can't. I don't understand.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know. I saw robots and they were ripping me apart. What's happening to me? What was I seeing?
It is a lapse. Your mind is wandering into the unknown. Your subconscious finding fears, dreams, doubts. Stay with me. Stay with my voice. You're still in the factory. You were about to make a discovery.
Yes, there was a console ahead, and Diaz told me to interface to get access to their network. We had to find out what they were planning.
Had you ever extracted information with your DNI before?
No. Nothing can really prepare you for it. The flood of data, endless streams of infinite information, it's instantaneous, and it's in eternity.
What did it show you?
The Cotardis had a contact, an inside man at Coalescence World Headquarters in Zurich. We had his address, ID number, security details, the last of which was most telling. He had extensive security clearance at Coalescence. Specifically, he had...
Then let us do just that.
Guys, tired. Hungry.
We were ready to breach, but it did...
Alright, you know, fuck this. I'm gonna end it right here. Oh, shit. Alright. Hold on. I want such a hold on, because I can't read. See, it's fucking... Yes, incredible. Not really, I'm not that close, not bad. I just need to see better. I did not say that. Hi, color po on me. What the hell? Inverted? No, I don't like inverted. Hi, yes. Target is aim assist. So basically, fucking aimbot energy. Multiplayer. Alright, yeah. Good night, everybody. I can't even think right now. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. No homo. I don't know why I said that. Please don't sue me. Yeah, just don't sue me. Please don't kill me.